Jesse Osborne pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder in the case. Investigators say Osborne killed his father, then went to the school and started shooting on the playground. This was in 2016. 6-year-old Jacob Hall died later from his injuries. Osborne was 14 at the time, but was charged as an adult.
So our Nicole Ford was inside the courtroom a short time ago. Let's check with her now to get everything that happened today.
Gordon Amy Osborne, who's now 16 years old, pleaded guilty to the murder of his father and 6-year-old Jacob Hall, as well as he pleaded guilty to 3 attempted murder charges for the other 3 people hit on the playground that day, one of them being first-grade teacher Megan Hollingsworth. Now, if you take a look inside the courtroom from just a few hours ago, you'll see Jesse Osborne with his attorney, who says since the 2016 shooting, his client has grown physically and emotionally, while attorney Frank Epps says Osborne rarely talks about the tragic day in September 2016. He is aware that by pleading guilty, he's giving up his right to a jury trial. So before the victims' families and members of the Townville community, Osborne admitted to the shootings and will now head back to the detention center until his sentencing later next year.
My client has always been remorseful and has always expressed an intent to pay for his crimes and an understanding that he had to pay for his crimes.
Now, the outcome of this guilty plea today was expected by both sides. Frank Epps telling me that the evidence was overwhelming against his client. He says that it wasn't worth going to court and holding a trial. Meanwhile, the solicitor says this is just one more hurdle as they continue to try to close this case. We're live in Anderson County tonight. Nicole Ford, 7 News.
Nicole, obviously it'll be up to the judge to decide exactly what the sentence will be, but is there a chance Osborne will get out of prison one day? Do we know?
Well, so that will ultimately be up to the judge. Death penalty is off the table. As for the 2 murder charges, the minimum sentence would be 30 years for each, the maximum being life in prison without parole. Then for those 3 attempted murder charges, that's a maximum sentence of 90 more years in prison.
Gordon. Time to serve. Nicole Ford, live for us tonight. Thank you.